Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how you can enable web search inside your LM Studio application, and we are going to do this by adding MCP servers configurations for such tool as Firecrawl. Before we start, there are one important prerequisite for running and connecting MCP servers to your LM Studio, and this is Node.js runtime. If you try to download it from the official website by clicking Get Node.js, you will be able to download latest Node.js version for your system. By default on Windows, two main options for downloading is Docker containerization environment and Chocolate package manager for Windows, which is an official community way to install Node.js. They are also providing you pre-built binary for Node.js for your specific architecture and system. I recommend you downloading pre-built binary for Windows if you're not going to work a lot with different versions of Node.js, or if you prefer a more simple and flexible approach to the standard Docker or MSI binary installation, I am recommending you to download Node.js using Node version manager bash script for POSIX and Unix compliant systems, or if you are on Windows, I recommend you using this NVM fork for Windows specifically. And in addition to the standard Node version managers, you can find other alternatives for your system inside NVM README if you scroll down. After you have successfully installed Node.js using one of the three ways available, navigate to your LM Studio. Open your Models tab and make sure that you have models downloaded that supports tool calling. You can verify that your model supports tool calling if it has hammer icon near its name. If your model doesn't have hammer icon, download one that supports it and load your model either from this side panel or from your chat window by selecting model from this dropdown and configuring parameters. Wait for your model to finish loading and click this install button below integrations text to edit your mcp.json configuration. After this, switch back to your browser and navigate to the Firecrawl official website for adding web search to your LM Studio. We are going to use Firecrawl MCP server. If you are not familiar with Firecrawl, Firecrawl is AI-first search API that converts unstructured data into structured formats such as JSON or Markdown, and it's able to search web, scrape contents from any URL, and interact with scraped page such as clicking or filling forms. It's providing LLM-friendly output and pretty fast. In addition to Firecrawl, I have also seen people configure Playwright MCP server for their search MCP, but I cannot recommend adding search to your LM Studio using this way, because Playwright, it was designed for testing and web automation instead of AI first search, and because it offers more tools variety, it also has wider attack surface on it. It's good if you want to give your AI agent to test your AI application, but for web search I'm only going to show you how you can configure and add Firecrawl MCP server instead of Playwright. You can find and configure your Playwright MCP server if you open its official documentation for MCP server. But right now let's switch back to Firecrawl official website and open documentation for configuring your MCP server. You can find MCP server configuration right from your left side panel from the Get Started tab, and if you scroll down, you will be able to see manual installation of your MCP server to cursor, but this configuration is also compatible with LM Studio, so copy it. After this, paste it inside your mcp.json configuration in LM Studio. It should automatically add your Firecrawl MCP server to integrations side panel, and one thing you left to do is to retrieve your API key for Firecrawl. For this, switch back to your browser, click sign up or login, and after you have successfully logged in into your Firecrawl account, navigate to your dashboard settings from the header. In your left side panel, select API keys option to switch to your API keys settings. After this, you will be able to see your default API key for Firecrawl, and it's worth noting that you shouldn't share this key with people who you don't want to have access to your Firecrawl account identity. copy this to clipboard and return back to your LM Studio, paste your copied key inside your mcp.json configuration, click Save. After this, press this switch to turn on your Firecrawl MCP server and open dropdown. It should automatically initialize plugin for it. Switch back to your chat window and wait for your MCP server to finish initializing. After this, select tools that you want. In my case, I'm going to leave all tools enabled. And you can test your Firecrawl MCP server search by enabling its tool inside your context window and prompting your LLM whatever you want it to search. In my case, I'm going to ask it to search last open source LLMs available. And the more MCP servers you have enabled, the longer your prompt processing would be. If your LLM aren't using any Firecrawl tools from your MCP server, edit your system prompt, navigate to your search bar settings customization tab and paste this system prompt, which you can find in the comments. Enable syncing and try your prompt once again. Even if your system prompt isn't helping your LLM to use Firecrawl tools, ask it explicitly in your prompt to search online using Firecrawl MCP. As you can see, it built query to our Firecrawl search tool, such as last open source large language models 2024. Because its content's a little bit outdated, I deny this query because I wanted to search for the newest LLM's release, and because of this, I will specify deny reason inside this window. In my case, deny reason wasn't helping our model. I had to edit my prompt to explicitly tell it to look for the last open source LLMs in 2026, and because I wasn't able to properly search with Nemotron model, I decided to switch to the other Gemma 4 model. Using following way, our Gemma 4 model called Firecrawl search tool using following arguments such as last open source LLMs provided result in JSON format and processed its results by outputting this simple summary. I wanted this LLM to call Firecrawl search tool with more arguments, so I decided to call the same prompt using different model that has more parameters than Gemma or Nemotron, such as Qwen, and because of this it was thinking longer than previous, but was able to build query using parameters I wanted. Funny thing is that this model thinks the current year is 2023 and thinks that 2026 isn't happening yet, but anyway decided to call this tool and verify results. After this tool call, we are getting this interesting wall of text in markdown format. To skip time, I decided to process the rest of information using model without thinking, such as Gemma 4. And this way I was able to retrieve fresh results from web search and process it using local LLMs. One thing I want to note about Firecrawl is when you use it from the web with your API keys, all results and requests are being sent to the server, and if you want full 100% privacy with it, you can self-host it on your VPS or home server using official documentation. This software is completely open source and anyone can host it or run locally to achieve full privacy.